And control on the throw in. Good hustle. And Hansen whistled for the shoulder. Indirect coming up for Loyola. I'll have to watch my tongue today as we've got one of the officials up here filming, so we'll try to be nice to the officials. You know I'm never nice to Gary. As this one's sent into the box, back door, header, first touch for Corvallis. Sorry about the camera, got it angled off. Rolled out of bounds and Corvallis with the throw in. Good throw by Hickey downfield, and Konzen will drop this back to Kovic, and it'll be picked up and cleared to midfield. Corvallis controlling, pushing the press down the near sideline. Trying to put it in, and this one's out. Throw in for Corvallis on the near sideline. Into the box, Ogilvy with a chest stall, and then he'll head it out, and a whistle comes up. And Ogilvy will have the indirect. Ogilvy with a good boot. Corvallis with the first touch. Dombrowski trying to control, and he does. Dombrowski is leading the team as he touches just out of bounds. And throw-in coming for the Blue Devils. Very down to the 37 minute. Throwing to midfield. Corvallis control. Hickey gets first touch. Trying to push it forward, and it's cleared out. Blue Devils with the throw in. Gregory to take the throw. Short throw. Centered and Ogilvy right there. Ogilvy is a nuisance defensively. Dombrowski trying to make a play on the ball, but Corvallis controlling. Sent upfield, that'll be chased to the near corner. Ogilvy controlling. Trying to put the ball in the box. Dombrowski will come up with the loose ball on the near sideline. Good move inside. He's got one ahead. First touch by Hickey for Corvallis. But Loyola will control with Schrichty. Switching fields. Ricardo Laundry down the far sideline to Toonstra. And the takeaway by Corvallis. Now push up the far sideline. Played to the corner of the box. And cleared out. Hickey picks it up. Hickey takes a crack, but it'll be blocked by the defender. Into the box loose, and Kovic will come out for the roll-up on the ball. And he is slow to get up. Collision on that one. You want to see your keeper be aggressive like that. Come out, take that ball off the foot, but sometimes when you've got multiple guys in the zone there, Kovic will get the indirect free kick with the stoppage of the whistle. And they're going to go ahead and have, because he did have his hand on the back of his head, so they're going to have the trainer come out and check him. And that's a huge safety addition for soccer over the last decade. In the 90s when I played, it wasn't such a thing. Diagnosed with 5 concussions before I turned 18. I played after having stitches as we were down playing with 10 men. And we had one of our players go down, and Big Sky was hosting Sentinel at the fort. Went over to community emergency room, got stitched up, came back, was sitting on the bench, and like I said, a player went down. Coach says, I need somebody to go in, and I don't have anybody. You all are injured. We had a red card in the event, and looks like they're going to take Kovacs off the field here. So it looks like Toonstra is going to go to the goal. Ball played up and wide. Kovacs standing at midfield. I think because they stopped the clock, he's got to come out, and they'll sub him in shortly. Corvallis plays this out. Hickey will have the throw-in as it was off of Loyola. Hickey with a monster throw. First touch played through. Catalandri will let it roll, and Corvallis will get the throw. Looks like Hickey running over to have the throw in once again. Tossed into the box. Cones in with a head on it. Hickey will pick up the loose ball, plays it to the center. To the top of the box, rolled through. Kyle with the first touch on it, now chased down. Dombrowski playing back at the midfield position as this one's touched out of bounds. And Kovacs will come back in. Loyola will have the throw-in. And Shonchuk will take it. Shonchuk down the near sideline. First touch by Corvallis, played ahead. Dombrowski with a touch on it, saves it on the sideline. And Corvallis picks up the loose ball, play to the outside. Last touch. Hutchinson with the throw-in. First touch by Loyola. Corvallis battling right off of the end line, or sideline. Corvallis to control. Looking to switch fields. Chased down by Toonstra. Good touch by Toonstra, and it'll be cleared into the Ram bench. Conzen to have the throw. In front of the Loyola bench. Conzen into the box. First touch by Corvallis. Conzen will chase it down, and he'll get the throw in on the far sideline. And Conzen, he's a threat with the throw, and he can put that on the goal, as you're going to see here. Keeper will punch at it, controlled by the Rams, and cleared out. Carter playing it to Kyle. Kyle with a touch forward. Corvallis gets a touch on it. And there's bunching on the middle of the field. Got to spread this out a little bit. Now Corvallis with a run across midfield. Playing wide. And Loyola has the throw it. Good Kyle slips through, touched out.
Let's go.
Kyle with a quick throw to Dombrowski. Dombrowski up the near sideline, and he'll touch it out of bounds. Gregory with the throw in. Dombrowski with the first touch, plays it back. Drop to Ogilvy, plays wide to Conzen, and they'll 3-touch switch fields. Trying to feed it through. Awkward with the touch and played wide once again. Cleared up field. Now we'll pick up the forward. Dombrowski on the near side. Dombrowski and touched out. Smart move by Hansen. As Dombrowski will have the throw in. Utilizing that 12th player, the sideline. Dombrowski from behind. Dombrowski down in the box. Touches it, and Corvallis with the takeaway. Here's Kyle on the corner of the box, trying to feed it through, and a touch by Corvallis clears it out. Cohnsen tries to rush the ball. Misjudges. Ogilvie now. A couple of knee stalls and a whistle will give the Rams the indirect kick. This one played right at the goal by Schrichty.
Let's go!
So our first goal kick coming of the game. Taken by Gregory. Alfred with the first touch. He's got a runner through the middle. Dombrowski with a touch on it. And Corvallis will come away. Played wide. Toonstra to the middle. To Walthall. Cohnsen with a header. And Corvallis will maintain control. Played wide. There's a runner through. That's Jessup. Jessup wide to far side, and Ricardo Landry will beat him there, and he touches it out of bounds. Throw-in coming on the far sideline, and that's a smart play by Dombrowski as that was heading towards the end line, and touching it out of bounds changes up from a corner to a throw-in. It looks as though Jessup is going to take this one. Nope, he's going to give it off to Hickey. Hickey a threat on that throw as well. And so put this one in the box. First touch by Ogilvie. Ogilvie plays with it in the box, clears it out to the sideline, and the Blue Devils will have the throw-in on the far side. Inside the 27-minute mark. Hickey, deep throw. Cohnsen comes up. First touch by Corvallis, but it's out of the box. Fought for with Schrichty. Corner or curling shot, and Kovacs will have the save. Sangster. Looked like a off-balance scissor kick. Ogilvie with a touch on it. Hickey will challenge. Now played wide to the near side. And won by Sangster. Sangster centers to Jessup, and Cohnsen will be whistled. So this will come up as a direct kick just outside the box. And Sangster will take it. And Stein will march off the 10 yards for the four-man wall, and the Rams just about perfectly have it walked off. There's the whistle. Sangster. And it's deflected. And Dombrowski will pick up the loose ball. Sangster tries to recover. Play to the middle of the field, and Jessup will have the first touch to play it to the far side. Widenap not able to come up with it, and Cohnsen will have the throw. Inside the 26-minute mark. Cohnsen with a bomb down the far sideline, and it won't make it in bounds. Quickly, Talia will throw it in, and Corvallis picks it up. Tunestra there. First touch by Walthall, and Walthall with a runner tries to center, and he does. He's got Schrichty, and he's taken off the ball. Played up. Shonchuk is there. And Sangster trying to play it wide, and does. To Hutchison. He's got a runner. Inside the box is Hansen, and a whistle.
Get back. Shut up.
Indirect coming for Ogilvy. And Conzen's the one to take it. Dombrowski gets the first touch on it as it crosses midfield, but Corvallis is there. Played to the near side. That will die out of bounds, and Corvallis gets the throw. Gregory to take it. So, illegal throw. We'll give it back to the Rams. And Conzen will come up. Now here's the thing about Conzen throwing into the box like he does. Majority of goals scored in soccer are off the rebound, the deflection. And if you get him to get it into the box, see how that comes off. Played right, you can get the bounce and put it in the back of the net. Sangster controlling just across midfield. Now the drop as we go to the 23rd minute, and this will be back to Kovics. And he'll have the drop kick. He's got a good boot. This one's going to be touched by Corvallis, and back to Knight, who's in the goal for Corvallis today. Good chest off. Shonchuk comes up and dives out. No, they're going to say it stays in bounds. No whistle. Play on. Comes at midfield. Feeds it through to Alfred. Alfred with a touch on it. Hickey gets it to Jessup controlling. Now Alfred. Alfred to the near side. Plays wide. Kyle will chase it down. He's got Dombrowski just upfield. Kyle to play it into the box. Collision. Both bodies go down. No whistle. Kyle Dombrowski. Ogilvy steps in. Ogilvy stepping up into the midfield. And Tunestra will chase this down. Stalls it on the end line, or on the sideline. And controls. Alfred wanting to switch fields, but Corvallis getting the touch on the ball. Now the 50-50 ball comes up with Alfred. He'll play it to the middle. A little too much on the dribble. Now he does play it wide. Dombrowski has the pass stepped in by Corvallis. Ogilvy inside the circle. Sangster with a good move on Ogilvy. And Sangster, he's got one. Jessup onside, played into the box. And Kovics will come up for the roller. He'll just drop it right to Ogilvy. Shonchuk, near sideline, 2 on. Feeds it through to Dombrowski. Dombrowski, a good move between the legs of the defender, down the near sideline. And played out of bounds. Loyola will get the throw in. Trying to see Conzen's going to rush up and take this throw. As it's about 15 yards up from the flag on the near side. We get a whistle, and this will go against Dombrowski. And Gregory will take the indirect. Great boot as this one will go upfield. Ogilvy first touch on it. Off of Kyle's ear, and Dombrowski comes up with it. Dombrowski tries to make the move. No whistle as he goes down and cleared upfield. Throw in coming for the Rams on the near sideline. So Conzen to take the throw right below us. Into the box, first touch by Corvallis. Dombrowski's there. Played to midfield off the deflection, and Ogilvy will find Dombrowski. He's got 4, weaves through 2, comes to the corner of the box and tries to split the defender. That will draw the whistle. And Luca's going to have a seat. That was right on the shin. He'll hop up and he'll have the indirect on the corner of the box. Now this is where Loyola does set up. It looks as though Schrichte will take the indirect, but Kyle is there as well. And Stein marching off the wall. Loyola will actually put 2 in the wall, now 3 in the wall. As Schrichte will take the indirect. Through the legs, and a good save by Knight.
Go blue! Grab it!
Coming up with it is Schoncheck on the near side and rolled out of bounds. That will give Corvallis, nope, we're going to say Loyola. So Schoncheck comes up to take the throw. Inside the 19-minute mark, cleared up field. Kyle has the first touch and it's out of bounds.
Hey, hold up, Blue, hold up. Get us up. Let's go, Blue.
Jessup to sub out.
Put it in. Jack, put it in. Let's go.
And Goodrich to come in. Gregory to take the throw. Down the near sideline. Kyle with a good header to put it in the air. And Dombrowski saves it in, but touched by Corvallis. Now Schoncheck clears it ahead. Alfred gets a touch on it. Dombrowski comes up with a loose ball. He's got time and space. Goodrich now comes up. Play to the middle of the field. Toonstra dropping it back to McCardle Laundry. And switching fields, finding Kyle. One touch. Dombrowski lets it roll through, crosses over, and will dribble it down. Into the near corner. Dombrowski fighting for it in the near post and will come up with it. Drops and then crosses over. He's got Kyle. Kyle with a touch on it. Kyle's going to bring it back to Schoncheck. Schoncheck feeding it to Alfred. A header. Schrichte comes up with it. Drop back and cones it. Cardo Laundry on the far side. Rams with a good press today. Nice move by Sangster to get the defender to leave his feet. Cones with a touch on the pass, and Toonstra will come up with it. It rolls to the sideline, up the far sideline. Toonstra keeps it in, and we get a whistle as the flag does come up on the far sideline. Rams to have the throw-in. The Blue Devils to have the throw-in. 16:34 left in the first half. We will have a little bit of stoppage time, as we did have an injury stoppage for Kovics. First touch by McCardle Landry, fought for, out of bounds, and Conzen will have the throw in for the Rams. Scoreless here in Corvallis. Girls come up at 1 o'clock. Down the far sideline, first touch by Corvallis. Chased down, and it'll be Schoncheck to have the first touch. Plays it through to Dombrowski. Dombrowski trying to have a flick. Finds Schrichte, but the Corvallis defender is there. Now cleared ahead. Sangster with a one touch. Ogilvy will step through. Ogilvy looks to take this one coast to coast. The touch pass, though, is taken away, and Corvallis will play it to the near side. Goodrich plays it to the middle field. Schoncheck and Kyle are there. Schoncheck behind. Good touch, and out of bounds. Corvallis to have the throw in. Hanson to take it. Gregory to take it. Down the near sideline. Schoncheck with a header. Places it to the middle of the field. Sangster gets the first touch on it. Sangster now with one there. Sangster looked like he's going to take a crack. Goodrich is through, and this one is going to get in the back of the net. Goodrich. Oh, we had offsides on the far sideline, so no goal. Thank you. So Goodrich caught offsides. And that's one of the great things about this Loyola defense is they hold their line.
Go blue!
Will take the indirect off the offside. Slight touch to Ogilvy. Ogilvy plays it wide to Shonchuk. He's got Kyle down the near sideline. That's where he'll feed it. And first touch taken away by Hansen. Hansen feeds it ahead. Ogilvy is there. Like I said, he's a nuisance on the defensive side. His older brother, Austin, was a phenomenal. And Ogilvy's going to be whistled for the arm. And Gregory looking to take the indirect. This one's going to be in the box. Sankovic will come up on the bouncer. As a sweeper, you get a little bit aggressive there, and Ogilvy does. That's why guys like Ogilvy play at the sweeper position. As this one's rolled out of bounds, Shonchuk to take the throw in. Played up the near sideline. Dombrowski with a run on it. Gregory will be there, and Gregory will have the touch. Throw in coming. Trying to see who's got the throw.
You call the
Now
foul.
we're going to have an indirect on the end line there. Okay. So Gregory to take it. Didn't see what was going on in the fray. Gregory with a boot to midfield. Ogilvy will come up with a header to put it back into Corvallis territory. Drop back to Ogilvy. Wide, Ricardo Laundry. He's got one outside. Stepping in, and Sangster will come up the loose ball. Played ahead. On the run is Widenap. Ogilvy will beat him there, but Widenap gets a touch. Widenap goes down, but no whistle. And played wide to Ogilvy. Sangster is there. Ogilvy with a bump. And Corvallis will have a throw, and looks like Sangster will take this one. Nope. Hickey. Sweeper position, which is the middle back, and he is the general on the field. I mean, the keeper is who sees it. This one's cracked in off the bar. Play to the near side. Kyle will race to the corner. Play to the top as it stays in bounds. Hickey steps on the ball. Alfred and coming up is Gregory. It's Schrichting with the cross inside. Good touch. And Corvallis comes up with it. Wide to the far side at the feet of Widenap. Carl Lander gets a touch on it. Widenap tries to center. Backside, and it's in the back of the net this time. As Hansen gets the deflection on the right foot. And the Blue Devils get on the board. 11:32 left in the first half.
Yeah, Corvallis! Go!
So Levi
Hey, keep
Widenap.
ripping, Hutch. That was
Or no,
right.
Widenap. Jack Hansen in the right place at the right time on the deflection. There's a whistle to start play. And the Rams will drop it back. This will be dropped all the way back to Ogilvy. And he'll play it wide to the far side to Ricardo Laundry. Sangster with a touch on the ball to take it away from Ricardo Laundry. Now Sangster up into the box and stepping in front. Ricardo Laundry will clear it up. Toonstra has a step on it, but the Corvallis defender will have the first touch. Wide pass taken away by Alfred. Alfred will play it ahead to a streaking Dombrowski. And we get bodies on the ground. Whistle. And This will go against Alfred. Alfred. Indirect coming. Gregory to take it.
Good boy, Jack. Do it again, man. Come on.
Gregory up the gut. First touch by Goodrich. Shonchuk and Goodrich in a foot battle. Comes loose. Kyle plays it to the far side. Stepping in is McCarlo Landry. Hickey comes up with it. Alfred from behind. Now McCarlo Landry with a touch on it. Landry up the far sideline. Loyola kind of on their heels as McCarlo Landry will touch this one out of bounds. Hickey very quickly in with the throw as the Rams had a run, but they didn't advance upfield. Throw incoming. As Hickey will have this throw. Dombrowski, the only white jersey across midfield on that run on the far side for McCarlo Landry. Here's one that's tapped ahead. Picked up by Talia. Alfred with a touch on it. Dombrowski now plays it wide. Kyle back to Dombrowski. Dombrowski with one on. Spins it inside. Goes wide to Toonstra, but the touch is just too hard. And throw incoming for Corvallis. McCarlo Landry with the heel. And this will roll out of bounds at about midfield. Tell you with the throw in down the far sideline. Touch, bodies go to the ground, no whistle, played out of bounds. Loyola gets a throw, Cones him to come over to take it. Up the far sideline. Played through, Toonstra is there, but turned by Talia. Middle of the field. Alfred takes it off, we get a whistle.
Oh, the ref.
And Stein says, I was in the wet. Gregory to take the indirect. Gotta get those officials out of the way. So Gregory down the far sideline. McCarlo Landry gets the first touch, and he'll play it through. He's got Cones in, tries to play it to the middle to Alfred, and the loose ball comes up at the feet of Talia. Talia plays it wide. Alfred is there. Out of bounds, and throw in. Corvallis, Hickey to take it. Down the far sideline, looking to play it into the box. Ogilvy gets a touch on it. Twist, and Ogilvy clears it out. Sangster will take the crack. Goodrich with a touch on it and played ahead. Alfred trying to clear it to a running Dombrowski on the far side, but Corvallis to control. At the feet of Watts. Now the turn. There was a bit of dew on the grass this morning. My shoes were wet from carrying the equipment back and forth as this will play to the near side to Kyle. Kyle will chase it down and picked up by Powell. Powell up the near sideline in control. Kyle chasing him down. Goodrich moves and Shonchuk steps in front of the ball. Played to the middle of the field by Hutchison. Dombrowski with a touch on it over Sangster. Dombrowski down, no whistle, played wide to the far sideline. Alfred will chase it down, stalls it before, and played in the middle of the field. Gregory with a one touch. That'll be clapped high. Toonstra with a touch on it, and McCarlo Landry to control. Touched out of bounds, and it will be Ram throw-in as Coonson will have the throw-in. Substitution coming for the Rams.
I see, bro.
And it's Wolter to come in as Coonson will have the toss downfield on the throw-in. Sangster with the run. Coonson with a touch on it, played through. And Kyle as Kovacs will come up on the rolling ball. Oh, and we've lost video. Down to 5:37. We'll get the video back at halftime.
Pressure him.
No, it's
Oh,
You have to reset the system because it
gotcha.
got unplugged.
I see.
Ogilvy nailed the touch. Goodrich. Goodrich plays it. Ogilvy is there. Plays it in front of Ogilvy. Deflection. Widenapp plays it into the box. Ogilvy and Kovics will come up and take the ball away. We get a whistle, and is that offsides?
Just a foul. He's pushing foul.
Oh, okay. Little push. So Conzen will take the indirect kick. Inside 5 minutes, 4:46, as Conzen will have a high-pitched kick to the near side. Wolter has the first touch. Corvallis ahead, and now Kyle. Kyle on the near side plays it up, and Kyle. Wolter just a step behind. Now Kyle gets it out of bounds, and this will be Corvallis throwing as Gregory will take it.
Thank you.
Corvallis to have subs. So Hickey comes back on, as well as Jessup and Farid Gonzalez for Corvallis. Throw in, touched ahead, controlling is Hutchison. Hutchinson with Ogilvy on. Hutchinson drops it back. Now plays it. Hickey with a touch on it. Controlling Conzen. Conzen feeds it through to Alfred. Alfred has one on the outside. Alfred splits the D, waiting for the runner, and on the outside it's Wolter, but played just a tad bit hard. Couldn't get there. And Corvallis will throw in on the near sideline. Ticking down to the 3-minute mark. Wolter with a good move, but Hickey, and that'll be out of bounds off of Wolter.
Here we go, Blue! Here we go, boys!
Hickey to have the throw in. To midfield. First touch by Hutchinson. Wolter comes up with it. Wolter plays it ahead. Hickey with a touch on it. And Ogilvy, chest up. Ogilvy with time and space plays it ahead to Dombrowski. And Ogilvy's going to make the run with Dombrowski coming to the near side of the box. Dombrowski inside the box. He'll play it in. Plays it across the lip, and Corvallis will have the clear. Wolter plays it on shallow on the line, and this will be deflected. We're going to have our first corner coming? Nope, offside, okay. So the Rams offside, that'll be their first offside. As I mentioned, I've got one of the officials up here with me. That's nice so that I can get the correct call when it's made. Gregory's indirect across midfield. Ogilvy, first touch. Played on the near side. Wolter with a touch on it, but he'll be beat out by Hansen. Hansen to midfield. One touch. Stays in favor. Jessup on the run. Ogilvy is there. Ogilvy will have the turn. Ogilvy plays it wide now to Kyle. Kyle up the near sideline. He's got a runner. Plays it to Dombrowski. Dombrowski with a touch. Ahead to Wolter, but stepping in front of it is Powell. And that'll be out of bounds. Throw in coming. As McCardle Landry will come in on the sub. Wolter will come on. Conzen will have the throw. Conzen into the box. Shonchuk is there with the header. Dombrowski bounces around, and Henson plays it ahead. Jessup with a header. Mercado Landry, and Ogilvy picks it up. Tricky is there, but Corvallis has the touch and the control. Play to the near side by Widenapp. And now Hansen out off of Kyle. And Gregory will come over, so we're inside the 2-minute stoppage time. And Montana High School soccer. This one's played down the near sideline. Ogilvy into the near corner. Deflection. Ogilvie to play it up. He's met by Hansen. And Hansen to control. Dropping it back. Played at midfield by Powell. A little bit of shoulder play. Schrichty steps in front of it. Now Hickey comes up with it for Corvallis. Played off the ball. Far side at the feet of Gonzalez. And Hickey comes up with it. Hickey on the far side. But as I was saying with high school soccer in Montana, is this will be out of bounds. And Hickey very quickly to pick it up to throw it in. At 2 minutes, the clock stops and it's up to the official on the field as Konzen has the touch, and we have our first corner kick coming of the game. Corvallis to have it on the northeast flag. And then it's up to the official on the field, so as I refer to him, Coach Stein controls the halftime whistle. Here's the kick. Across the lip, and Kovacs pulls it out of the air. Throws it ahead. He's got Alfred at midfield. Alfred with a touch. Plays it wide to Kyle. Kyle with time and space down the near sideline. Very quickly, Hansen closes. Played to Schrichty, but the touch by Hutchison for Corvallis gives them control, gives the Blue Devils control. And they just cross midfield inside the circle. Played wide to the far side. Picked up by Gonzalez. He's covered by Toonstra. Dropped to Watts. Played ahead. Battle. And it's Toonstra. He'll drop it back to Alfred. Alfred looking to switch fields and does. And that'll be the whistle at midfield. We will have your halftime coming up on MPSN.
Drink water!
So, quick question. I've got like a broader field of view. I can get both corners. And I also am shooting in 4K. Do you want to record my feed?
I have to make adjustments in here for your camera, so I'm good
Probably
with
not.
it.
Okay.
Yeah. I appreciate it though.
Just give you a little less to do. Which I think I'm only currently filming in 2160. But
It came down to the collar. We used to give him a hard time about that.
Come on, boys. Come on, boys.
What's that? But he's a coach, or he's a teacher at Sentinel. Coached the Sentinel boys for several years. Stepped away last year. He wanted to do some more with officiating because the soccer pool for officiating is so low. And for all the grief that I give him, he is very knowledgeable when it comes to the sport of soccer. As I said, he was coaching Big Sky Girls when I was at Big Sky in the 90s. Not to age Mr. Stein at all, but, you know, not bad for an old guy really to find out there. Drop back to Alfred as we start play. Alfred with the touch. Jessup will keep it ahead for Corvallis, and Ogilvie now clears it to midfield. Touch in the middle. Rams with the first touch, and Dombrowski waited for the ball. I think if he would have been a little bit more aggressive, he had a run to the middle of the field. Hickey now plays it forward. There's Ogilvie, and running up on it is Toonstra. Played ahead for Schrichty, and the ball bounces free. Toonstra tries to center, it'll roll up. And that one's first touch by Corvallis. No, they're going to say that is a goal kick coming for the Blue Devils. It'll be Gregory to take it. Gregory adjusting the shin guards. Of course, when I played, we would get inspected before game. Both teams would line up at midfield, facing each other, and then the officials would walk down and check shin guards and goalie gloves and stuff like that. This one's played back. go back to the sideline and I'd slip my shin guards out. And play the game without the shin guards. Shonchuk with the throw in, and this will be played ahead. Dombrowski will chase it down, and Gregory with the first touch. Gregory will turn it upfield. Rams stay with it. And now Watts played ahead to Widenap up the sideline. Sangster with a heel touch. Stays with it. He's got Hickey, and now we get a whistle. Shonchuk getting a little aggressive on the push. And Stein wants to discuss things with all three players. Hickey to take the direct. That one's played, and Kovics will get it in the gut. Kovics with a drop kick. Crosses midfield. He's got a good boot. Gregory clears this one up. Across midfield. Alfred with the first touch. Now in the middle of the field with Walthall. Walthall will play it ahead. Walthall now receives the drop. Play to the near side to Dombrowski. Dombrowski will play it into the corner. And we have it out. Corvallis to get the throw.
Goal kick.
Goal kick coming. I was giving Stein a hard time before the game as the officials are wearing headsets. I said, what do you guys think you are, professional refs? Stein says, what do you think you are, professional commentator? And this one's rolled up the near sideline. Sangster keeps it in. Sangster's going to have to chase it down. Sangster into the corner of the box. Played in Kovics. Sangster takes the crack. And Kovics with the save. Good drop kick for Kovics. Tunster waits for the bounce. And played to midfield. Walthall, and they're going to call handball on Hutchison. So Conzen to take the direct. And this one will hop out. Goal kick coming. Gregory to set it up. We're behind on the clock as I forgot to start it, so we'll just go off of. So we get the goal kick. Sangster with the first touch. Conzen with a high, and they're going to call Conzen as he was on the body. Nope. Hickey's going to get the call.
Undercut.
Conzen takes the direct. Deflection comes up, and Conzen will have the throw in on the out of bounds. He's got a rocket up that side line. And Corvallis will get the indirect. I mean the direct.
Hey, send it down line. Let's get a foul here.
Conzen with a touch on it. Ogilvy to chase it down. He'll have the header. Walthall in the middle of the field. Hickey with a heel, but Ogilvy will come up with it. Plays it ahead. Schrichty has a runner on the outside. Tunster, good step in by Powell. And Powell will clear it to midfield where Ogilvy will pick it up. Ruby plays it wide to Toonstra, drop back to Alfred. Alfred now sending it into the box, and it's cleared out by Gregory. And Schrichty comes up. One on, drop back to Ogilvy. And Ricardo Landry. Looked like he was just trying to get a touch on it to bring it back to himself and played it ahead. Corvallis comes up with it now off the far sideline, out of bounds. And the Rams will have a throw in front of their own bench. Girls come up at 1. As Ricardo Landry will chase this one down. It looks like he's going to take the throw. At the feet of Alfred, and he's not able to save it. Very quickly on the run, Hutchison will have the throw, and we get a whistle going the other way as Loyola will have the throw. Cone's going to take it this time. See where Combs is going to place this one. Good step in by Corvallis. Ball will roll midfield. Sangston will pick up the loose ball. Plays it ahead. It's a foot race between him and Ogilvy. Now back. Schoncheck will play it to the near sideline. Out of bounds, and Corvallis will have it thrown. Thrown very quickly to the feet of Sangster. Touch on it, and Kovics will come up with the bouncing ball. Kovics will have the drop kick. Out to Kyle on the far side. Kyle with a flick, now gets it ahead. Toonstra, sideline, plays it ahead, and Schrichty stumbles. And Knight will pick it up on the roll. Knight coming to the near side. I think he's going to roll this one out. And it's a throw, and that'll go out of bounds. He had Powell right there. The Rams having the throw in on the near sideline. Giving off, centering to Schrichty, and this one will roll to the back of the box. Played up by Powell. Far side, Hutchinson, he's got Kyle, and Kyle kicks this one over the end line. Nope, we're going to get out of bounds. So throw in coming. Down the far sideline, Alfred gets the first touch on it. It's Jessup to have the touch outside. Hansen, and Hansen just touches it into the Ram bench.
All right, girls, let's go.
Kyle to take the throw.
Now,
Down the far sideline. Played ahead. Powell with the foot on it. Tunistra is there. Talia, and he'll clear it upfield. Jessup with a touch at midfield. Now played ahead. Powell will chase it down with Sangster right on his back. Sangster gets a touch on it over McCutter Laundry. Sangster into the box. McCutter Laundry's there. Conzen will come in, and Conzen over the end line, and the corner coming for Corvallis. And Hickey will take it from the far flag, the southeast flag. Field here running north to south.
Okay, well, I'll see you guys.
Hickey with the arm in the air. Chipped. And a header out of bounds. Good attempt by Widenapp. And Conzen to take The goal kick.
I'm Lane's regular. I'll be right back.
To midfield, Hickey with the first touch. Played up by Alfred. Hickey will take Alfred off the ball. A good stall. Sometimes just simply stepping on the ball and Alfred will be whistled for the illegal slide. Direct kick coming. Gregory to take it. Chipped in. Comes in with the first touch. Gregory plays it wide. Kyle is there. Good stall by Hansen to turn it the other way. Hansen now, he's got two on the backside. He'll go ahead and crack at this one. And Kovitz, this one's in the crack of the net on the deflection. And just as I said, folks, the deflection is where the majority of the goals come from, and Sangster, right place
They called him offside.
at the right time.
He's offside.
Oh, he's offside. Didn't see the flag go up. That's the advantage of having another set of eyes up here. Comes in to take the direct. Play the midfield, Sangster. Dombrowski will touch on it, but it's out of bounds.
Check back.
With the throw in. And Alfred plays it ahead. Light touch, he'll have to recover. Toonstra, deflection into the box. Knight recovers on the bounce. Knight will throw it out to the far side. And Kyle has the first touch. Stepping in front of it. Now Toonstra. Schrichty shot wide.
This dude's gonna get it right.
Gregory will set up for the goalie kick. Taking it to the far side, it'll be up the gut. Ogilvy with the first touch. Alfred, the control stepping in. It's loose, and Dombrowski with a good body block to maintain control. Dombrowski plays it to Walter. And Toonstra trying to get a touch on it for Alfred. Deflection, plays it wide. Kyle chases it down, out of bounds. And had it. But played it off himself. Now the Rams will have the throw-in as Ricardo Landry will take it. Jessup with a touch on it. Ricardo Landry plays it to the middle of the field. Waltop ahead. First touch by Corvallis. Now Alfred in the middle of the field. Alfred trying to feed it to Schrichty, and it comes up off the feet of Widenap. Widenap plays it ahead. Cones with a good header. Widenap heads it back downfield. Sangster on the run. It's Cones and Sangster, and Cones gets a first touch on it. Into the near corner. Played for Sangster off the foot of Shonchuk. Shonchuk is there. Shonchuk trying to clear it out. And Dombrowski and Hickey with the 50-50 ball. Hickey has the touch on it, and Stein says, "Rain, throw it." Shonchuk will take it at the feet of Walter. Played in the middle of Conzen. Now ahead, Dombrowski with a touch on it. Dombrowski with a lot of control. Dombrowski trying to play between the legs of the defender, and coming up with it is Corvallis. Now Shonchuk on the near side. Sangster comes up with a loose ball, and Conzen get a whistle. Conzen wanting an explanation. Stein says a show. So Powell to take the kick, or Gregory, I apologize, to take the kick. lifted into the box. Kovics will come up on it, and it'll bounce at Kovics' feet. It's loose on the ground, and Kovics on the ground once again, covering up his head. Slow to get up, and Dombrowski will have it on the clear out. And Coach Konzen will come out, as well as the trainer. Stein will stop his clock, stop his watch. We're going to let our clock run just because we're behind. I can't see exactly what the time is on the clock. Trainer laying on the ground.
23 even.
23 even, okay. It is stopped. Okay. Trainer on the ground with Kovics holding his head. Konzen checking the left shin. We'll step aside for a few moments. You're listening to Loyola Rams Soccer on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
He was wobbly outside. Like he carried it in his first shot, and then he just stood there and watched. So when he came back to him, I was like, "This kid does."
Konzen and Stein.
Yeah, completely. Harris might go in the car here. He yelled on the field. This is why I'm good these situations.
Who's the other keeper? Joe Galloway. Welcome back to MPSN. Kovics has been helped off the field. And Stein and Konzen, Coach Konzen, having some words, as that's the second time that the Ram keeper, as Galloway will jog in. And now Konzen and Hickey having some words on the sidelines on the far side. We get into play, and Sangster will just drop this back to Galloway. So words exchanged. Tempers flare. Roll out to Ogilvy. Played ahead. Goodrich with a touch on it. And Mercado Landry comes up with it. Out of bounds. Very quickly into it on the throw-in. Galloway comes out on the end line. Played across and behind the goal. Hickey trying to have the open net opportunity, and puts it over the top. So Galloway will have the goal kick to midfield, picked up by Talia, played wide. Hansen, who has a goal, has the only goal, with Kyle, and he'll drop it back now. Kyle looking to switch fields, and they do, coming to the near side to watch. Dombrowski drops it back. Shonchuk sends it ahead. Dombrowski with a run, as well as Schrichty, and that will come into the near side.
You didn't touch that. You didn't touch that. I'm going to. Sir. Go.
Throwing for
Luca, leave it. Leave it.
Konzen to take the throw on the near sideline. Townsend looking to put this one into the box. Throw is to the back of the box, out of bounds. Goal kick coming
Yeah, this is our mom went to.
for Gregory.
It's okay.
Okay, Gatorades. Okay, should we do 3 Gatorades? Light blue.
Gregory to play it off the middle of the box on the goal kick.
Thank you.
To midfield, Kyle with the first touch on it. Kyle comes up with a loose ball. Upfield, Ogilvy gets a touch on it. Townsend will chase it down with Ogilvy as Sangster is there. Sangster claims it into the box and Galloway picks it up on the roll. Galloway drops. Good boot across midfield. First touch by Corvallis, but Alfred is there. And Talia will touch it out of bounds. Throw in coming. It'll be Alfred to take it. Runner, first touch, and we get a flag in the air on the far sideline. Now we get the whistle. Rethrow. It'll be Corvallis throw as Alfred. Hutchison to take the throw. Touched out of bounds. Upfield, and the Rams will have the throw in. I mean, the Blue Devils will have the throw in as Hutchison will take it once again in front of the Ram bench. That's what I was trying to spit out. They're taking Kovics behind the shed on the far sideline. As Ogilvy heads it ahead, puts it ahead with the header. Tricky, small touch, and Hickey has touch. Toonstra upfield, chased down by Gregory. Gregory looking to come to the near side. Toonstra with a touch on it, played in the middle of the field. Drop back. Waldhall to Alfred. Alfred now. Good defensive move by Hutchinson, and it's cleared out. Sangster and Ogilvy will chase it down. Ogilvy with so much speed, and he'll just touch that out of bounds. Throw in coming, as it looks as though Sangster will take it. That's the other thing about the sweeper position too, is usually one of the fastest guys on the field. You want your strikers to be fast, but the sweeper, he's free to roam. A lot of times you'll see the sweeper come up and play on the offensive side, drop back very quickly as McCarroll Landry will have the throw in on the far sideline. Kyle with the first touch on the sideline, and he'll touch it out of bounds. And as Hutchinson will have the throw in. Good touch by Walthall, and now Kyle with a run. And off of Hutchinson's foot. Alfred will take it on the throw. First touch by Corvallis. And Alfred will have the deflection. Hutchinson very quickly with the throw as there is a runner. Ogilvy first touch. McCuttle Landry with a good chest stall. Roll to the near side. And that'll go out of bounds. Should be Corvallis throwing. As Widenap will take it. Widenap centering it. And we get a whistle. Hickey to take the direct. Three-man wall for the Rams.
Blue.
Hickey lifts it, and Galloway bobbles and catches.
Keep it up, Blue.
hallway wanting everybody to push out. Now he has the drop kick. To midfield. Powell to control. Flipped ahead. Goodrich and Dombrowski. Dombrowski with a good spin. Touch on the ball. He's got Schrichty in the middle of the field, taking off the ball. By Hansen. Now Alfred on the far sideline. Midfield. Konzen pushes it ahead. Has Toonstra on the near side. Toonstra down the near side to the top of the box. Toonstra plays it into the box, looking for the drop back. Corvallis is there. Bounces around, and Corvallis comes up with it. Fed out. Touch on it by Schonchek, and now turned up field. Schrichty is there. Schrichty. And we get a whistle. And so give it to the Rams. Konzen will take the direct. Stein marches off. And Corvallis set almost perfectly. Rams will mix some white jerseys in that wall. Konzen lifts it and looking for the far corner. And Knight will have it. Knight with a roller to the far side. Goodrich plays it back to Hansen. Hansen up the far sideline, and Ricardo Landry properly using that 12th man. Throw in coming for Hutchinson. Down the far sideline, he's got Goodrich, but Goodrich will touch it out of bounds. Ricardo Landry with the throw in. Turn as Sangster will have the first touch on it, and Ricardo Landry with a touch on it. Comes up at the feet of Corvallis. Down the far sideline and offsides. On Goodrich. Comes in to take the kick. Lifts it on the chip. First touch by Talia for Corvallis. Coming in is Schrichty, but controlled by Corvallis. Alfred comes up with a loose ball. Stepping in is Hickey. Drop back. Played to Alfred. Alfred with lots of blue jerseys in front of him. Tries to go to Dombrowski, but Corvallis gets a touch on the pass. Now played ahead to Sangster. Sangster with a touch on it. Schonchek trying to clear to midfield. Kyle and stepping in front. Powell. And Ricardo Landry coming up with a loose ball. Ricardo Landry feeding it to Kyle down the far sideline, but Talia will let it roll out. Throw in coming for Corvallis as they will have substitutions. Throw in very quickly, and Ogilvie will kick this one into the parking lot. Kovic's now on the bench for the Rams. Looks like they've got ice or something on his knee. It's just above his shin guard. Good move through by Sangster. He's got two. Konzen steps up. Runner goes down, and we get a whistle against the Rams. Sangster will take the direct.
Go blue!
Stein walks off the three-man wall. They're now coming over and checking in on Kovic. And they're going to give Sangster a yellow card.
Let's go, blue!
Half out of the pocket. Hi, guys.
Looks like Goodrich is in for Sangster on the yellow card. And it'll be Gregory to take the direct kick. Three-man wall set up for the Rams. Stein gives us the whistle. Gregory will crack it, and this will be way over the top of the post. And Galloway will have the goalie kick.
Wait for the whistle.
Hey, let's go, boys.
Sangster rejoins the squad. Konzen will have the short pickup. Sends it upfield. He's got Dombrowski. Dombrowski lets it play through. Dombrowski with 2 on. Dombrowski with a little crossover. Takes it down to the near post. Corvallis with a touch on it. Dombrowski stays with it. Played to the middle, top of the box. Alfred had a crack, but it's cleared out. Jessup comes up with it. Waldhall takes it away. Played wide to Ricardo Landry, and he's got Kyle down the far sideline, and Powell will touch it out of bounds smartly. Konzen to have the throw. 1-0 is your score. Corvallis. A little bit behind on the clock. As Konzen will have the throw, and he can put this in the back of the box, and this is where he's going to put it. Alfred, body block. Alfred will spin, shot, and that will hit the side of the net. Great idea by Alfred to turn that one back inside. Knight had the angle. So now Powell, or Gregory, I apologize, will have the goal kick. He's going up across midfield. Ricardo Landry with Sangster, and Ricardo Landry smartly puts that one out of bounds on the far sideline. Hanson to take the throw. Play to the near side, or far side. Seanchuk steps in front of Hickey. Ball is in the air. Sangster with a high foot rolls back, and Hanson will play it inside against Kyle. Hanson centers to Hickey. Konzen with a big boot across midfield. And then Powell gets a foot on it. It'll be a shallow roller. Konzen high for the header. Konzen controlling, and now Konzen picked up by Hickey. Konzen with a run down the far sideline. Konzen around Hickey. Powell steps in, gets a touch on it, and takes it away. Powell not able to keep control. Konzen will have the throw on the out of bounds. And we get a whistle on Hickey. So Dombrowski will have a direct kick on the corner of the box.
Hey, crash the back. Take the ball, guys.
Set up right on the corner of the northeast low roller. Touched by Gregory. And the Rams will stick with it. Dombrowski with a spin against Hanson. Dombrowski around Hanson. Has 2. Now up against the end line. And Talia goes down. We're going to have a whistle.
That's a joke, right? That was 13 pushing it back.
Dombrowski receives the whistle. And Gregory will take the direct. Off of the end line. He'll back up in front of his fans. Sitting on the end line. Good snap to midfield. Konzen with a header. Toaster will chase it down. And a little bit of shoving, we get a flag in the air. And this one's going to go against Widenapp. And Shonchuk take the direct. To Trichty, played to Dombrowski, he'll let it roll. Dombrowski plays it wide. Toonstra plays off. It's dropped back. Fought for between Powell and Shonchuk. Shonchuk will take a crack at it. He'll go down. We get a whistle. Direct free kick coming for the Rams. Down to the 5-minute mark.
About 2:30 behind.
Cones into take. The kick. Knight sets the wall up. The approach. And this one's lifted. Knight will push it right in the back of the net. And it's tied at 1. We'll come to midfield with under 5 minutes to play. Tied at 1. Stein gives the whistle, but nobody's recognized it. Now, Sangster is going to make the run right out of the gate. Gives it off to Hickey, and Ponson steps in front of it. Out of bounds. Throw in for Corvallis. Touched out, and Hutchinson will take the throw. Carlo Landry, the touch on it, but Sangster with control. Sangster down into the near corner. Ogilvie is there, and we get a whistle against Ogilvie. Direct kick coming. Hickey will take it just outside the box. And Galloway with the block. Ogilvie with a high chip. Hickey. Cleared. Now Hickey to the far side. Carlo Landry trying to get the touch out. Down into the boxes, Sangster, Ogilvie with a slide tackle out on the end line, and corner kick coming. For Corvallis. After the goal by the Rams, Corvallis stepping up the pressure.
Let's go, Blue! Put it in!
Hickey with the arm in the air, chip to the top of the box, across the top, and 50-50 ball. Kicked out of bounds now by Dombrowski, and Corvallis will have the throw-in. And Toonstra down on that 50-50 ball. They'll bring a sub in. And this will probably stop the clock as the trainer will come out. So we're at the 2-minute mark. As the trainer will take a look at the right shin. Of Toonstra. Palma subs in. And Conzen will bring all of his guys to the sideline to get water as the clock stops. We'll go ahead and step aside on MPSN.
This game's messy.
What's that?
This game's messy. You hear that guy in the bench scream, "That's what you get" for that card. I hope I have that on film because he should have been dismissed. That's clear taunting.
Yeah.
Sweet goal though. I was zoomed in. I got it really close. If you need a highlight, I'll send that to you.
Yeah.
And if you need it by tonight, I could probably get it to you. But
No, that's okay.
yeah, it's excellent. I zoomed in. It is a beautiful, beautiful. I was zooming in so I could get a close up on the wall. But
Welcome back to MPS and Chris Strapp from Missoula Prep Sports Network. Throw in coming. Toonstra helped off the field by the trainer. Into the box. Header by Sean Chuck and Powell. We'll send it to the backside. Header and Hansen. Header will be picked up by Galloway. And he'll wait for traffic to clear before the drop kick. Well, we've had everything in this one.
Get on him.
As Dombrowski will play this one into the near corner. Dombrowski, he's got Palma. Palma subbing in for Toonstra. As we are inside the 2-minute mark, and it's up to Stein. We've had stoppage on injury twice in this half. So I imagine we will have a few minutes of extra time as this is off of the foot of Schrichty. Bouncing free, that one will be deflected. Ricardo Landry comes up with it. And Ricardo Landry, his bodies go down, plays it ahead. Kyle Powell steps up and Powell clears it out to Hansen. Time and space, fed ahead. Galloway will let it bounce to him. Sangster will come in and pick this one up. Girls coming up at 1. Talia deflected. Now Hutchinson on the run. Hutchinson plays it to the middle of the field. Sangster is offsides. I was wondering about that. I can't see the official down the near sideline, but it looked like he had about 4 steps ahead of the defender. The Rams do such a great job of holding that back line to have the offside. Conzen into the box, chased down by Alford, and Alford will kick it off the hands of Knights. Goal kick coming.
Reset! Midfield, drop!
As Gregory sets up for it. So well inside the 2-minute mark here. Up to Stein for the game. Conzen with a header. Sean Chuck steps in front of it. Sean Chuck off the back of Hutchinson. And Hansen's going to be called for the push. Ogilvie to take the direct. Or no, Conzen to take the direct.
Go blue!
Conzen on the approach. Lifted into the box. Alford is there. And it will roll to the back of the box. And Stein says corner. Alford to take it. Out of the near corner.